So this is a new 6-bed, 6-ensuite HMO we've just finished in Doncaster. Brandly new, refurbished. It's just about to have the tenants move in, so we've got time to have a quick look just beforehand. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be impressed with what we've done. Alright guys, so this is inside the house. This is a 6-bed, 6-ensuite HMO in Doncaster. Just finished the refurb, tenants moving in very soon, so we've got a chance to go and have a good look round, and I'm sure you'll be impressed. We're right next to all the big warehousing, DFS, B&Q, Asda, to name a few, so tenants can live close to their work, so it's going to be brilliant. Alright, so this property is producing 10% net yield. When you refinance it commercially, you can actually get up to more like 14-15%, that's what they're capable of. So this is the kitchen that we've just finished. Beautiful kitchen, as you can see. Everything comes fully installed, so you've got all your pots and pans, all your cutlery. Literally all a tenant needs to move in is a toothbrush. So here we are inside one of the rooms. This is a nice sized room, 2 plug sockets either side, and a nice ensuite. They've got the wardrobe, cupboards, everything they need really. So yeah, this is one of the rooms. Alright guys, so this is one of the bedrooms. We've got an exactly identical one next door. This is actually an extension that we've just installed, which leads onto a nice sort of garden area where they can have a barbecue area as such. So yeah, it's nice, lots of natural light in here, so yeah, nice beautiful room. Okay, so all ready for the tenants to move in. Everything's fully prepped already. Our investor who's bought this property has actually bought another property which is also filled. So they're going to be refinancing both of those properties to then buy another 2 investment properties. So that's how we can help people build a portfolio, and this is just a classic case of what we do. Alright guys, so this is one of our rooms. This is for a single person who just wants a nice place to live, near their place of work. I mean, it's 2 minutes to get to the big industrial estate next door, which is Rithouse Interchange. So in terms of occupancy rates, we can keep our rooms very, very full because tenants want to live close to their work. Makes sense? Alright, so this is another one of our rooms. This is a double bed, so nice ensuite as well as usual. Neutral colours and nothing offensive. Nice and easy to move in, and yeah, lots of natural light as well.
We realised there was a shortage of property in the Doncaster and South Yorkshire area, and they're not building houses quick enough, and they are introducing a lot of industry into the town, which is creating a lot of jobs.
Foot Forward actually procures investment properties for our investors. It finds shells, which are houses in any state. It doesn't matter what the state is, because we're going to do an absolute thorough ground-up refurbishment of them. When we've renovated it, we then take it on to a stage where we fit it with fantastic furniture. Bespoke Lettings is a dedicated company that we've procured and made just for our clients to make sure that their rent always comes in and their tenants are always looked after.
We vet our tenants heavily, we make sure the personalities match. We do target working professionals to keep the longevity and again the investment fruitful.
We specifically specialise in HMO, which is houses of multiple occupation. What that means is that there's 3 or more people that are coexisting in a property, but it's a place where they would have their own bedroom, their own bathroom as well, and they would just share a kitchen and a living room.
And from a tenant's point of view, it offers half the cost in terms of rent and bills.
Well, we see the HMO sector as being a growing example of property investing. Buy-to-let being young, HMO's even younger. There's only really been products around for HMO for the last 10 years or so. You've got to remember that HMO can return about 2.5 to 3 times more income than buy-to-let can. Foot Forward specialises in HMOs just in this South Yorkshire area. It's a very lucrative area to invest into.
The reason why we refer to Doncaster's absolute central geographical position within the UK is that storage and distribution of goods is paramount in today's online purchasing culture. and it's set to become more and more relevant as this millennium progresses. And Doncaster is at the epicentre of this, with its high-speed rail line, superb motorway access, and its international airport, which has one of the longest civilian runways in the whole of the country. This means we can land the largest cargo aircraft in the world here in Doncaster. This makes for a fantastic integrated transport structure, which is right in the middle of the country and serves everywhere in the UK.
It just happens to be one of the top 3 places in the whole of the country for getting yield. If you're going to give any given amount of money into an investment of any type, then that ought to be able to give you as much money back out as it can. Some people get it mixed up between yield and return on investment, and it's 2 different things, because a yield is precisely what it will give you in rental income per month and per year.
A return on investment is a summing together of the yearly rent yield and the capital appreciation of the property over that same year. So in the last 4 years, we've seen a capital appreciation of around 5% in Doncaster on its properties. So add that to the yields our clients' properties have seen, and you see the potential return on investment in the early 20s of percents. Where else can our clients get that kind of return on investment in the UK?
When you consider that buy-to-let is the best yielding asset class, HMOs will beat that by 250%.
The client comes to us with a chunk of money that they want to invest. Depending on whether they want a mortgage or not, if they're just going to put it in cash, they can earn between 10 and 12% on the money. However, if they want a mortgage on the product, if we're able to get it leveraged a little bit, then they can earn 16 to 18% return on the money.
What struck me initially was just the quality of the properties. They were just a level above anything else I'd seen. Doncaster had come up through other investors that I know as an up-and-coming area. Obviously, they start looking in more depth. You look at the quality of businesses moving into the area and the employment opportunities. It just seemed a really happening place.
Our properties are a good example of a turnkey product. It means that the client needs no involvement or specialist knowledge.
I'm getting to that age, I'm 55, and the last thing I wanted was to have another company that I had to manage. The other reason I went with Foot Forward is they have a letting agent, Bespoke, which is part of the service, as it were. It's a self-managed investment, and they do basically all the back work. So I can actually monitor it from afar. And that's really important when you're living a distance away from an investment. It's fully managed, properties are maintained to a good standard. The tenants are safe, which is a really important factor as well. That's another reason why I wanted to go with Foot Forward. I didn't have to get involved with council, with the regulations on the room size, with all the compliant fire regulations, which you have to get right. An HMO is a great product, but it has to be managed really well.
We'll typically help a client buy one, and then he goes on to buy several.
We started on the second property virtually immediately after we started on the first one. I mean, we didn't see a reason why not to. Why lose a year's rent, thinking about it. They've done what they said they were going to do. They've done it in the timescale we agreed. What I was looking for is a safe investment that returned, and it's well managed. And that's the key thing. That's all an investor wants at the end of the day.
Foot Forward's especially good at what it does because we've got a systemised approach to everything. We genuinely care about our clients, and we are very proud of what we do for our clients.
It's really important to like the people that you're potentially going to work with, and instantly I sort of had a rapport with Jeff.
Foot Forward are leading the way with this commodity, the HMO and buy-to-let investing, where we can bring about much greater results for nearly all clients who come to us.